What's up, man? Intensity dial got turned up a notch today. What do you think about it out there?
That was good. Conflict is good. Conflict is good. It's always good to give our players an opportunity to display who they are when there's conflict, there's tit for tat, there's aggression, there's passion, and they get to react based on that.
How has the defensive physicality overall been?
It's been good. I mean, I think today was warranted. Today is good. You want to kind of callous up in spring ball, and then once you get into fall camp, you kind of just want to keep everybody as healthy as possible. So it's good to kind of callous up a few days and get that physicality out of the way and check that box.
It's a pretty balanced mix of newcomers versus returning people on the defensive side of the ball. How do you think those two elements are gelling right now?
It's going really good. I think today we got a lot of wild plays from young players. Zeph's out there making plays. Daquan Jones out there making plays. Caleb Chester had a few good plays today. So it's good to see some of the youth kind of in practice number 7 get a little bit comfortable in the defense, so they're kind of able to kind of showcase who they are as football players outside of thinking and understanding the scheme.
Both the offensive and defensive sides of the ball are very talented, obviously. Do you kind of see that as like an iron sharpening iron kind of thing between your DBs and the wide receivers and tight ends?
Yeah, I think it's kind of night and day as far as the depth standpoint in that room. Young players today in that room, Butter Tollison, I think Ryan Ellams is probably one of the more improved players on our entire team. To see those guys get in and look like the veteran players in spurts is promising. So I feel like Coach Ward has a lot of healthy options in that team.
You've been instrumental in helping to try to build the roster over these few years. How does it feel when you're watching these guys now compared to like the vision that you had for what happened here?
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. I mean, anytime you get an opportunity to have 3 years to build, going into year 4, this is where you want to be when you take a job. You want to be in year 4 to where the foundation is being laid and you start seeing, the fruits of our labor. The NFL draft is right around the corner. You're starting to see a little fruits of our labor of guys that we've kind of been able to develop in-house. So right now it's just continue to try to out-recruit the players that are here. That's the challenge. Obviously we have a lot of nirvana from height, weight in certain rooms. The challenge for us as coaches is how do we get better? How do we out-recruit some of these guys that are here that are actually really good football players?
7 practices in, what's impressed you about the freshman DBs and what do you still want to see?
Yeah, the youth, the length of these guys. A lot of these guys play with a lot of passion, a lot of energy. They have that dog in them. And really at this level, it's really not about the athleticism. When you look on Saturdays, most plays aren't guys getting out-athleted. It's the mental mistakes. It's the scheme. It's, the brain, the instincts. I feel like that's where guys can improve to where on Saturday you trust those guys. It's not just playing with height, weight, and speed. Is playing with guys that are smart, competent football players.
Has anything stood out to you about Rodney Pittman so far this spring?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like Rodney is a lot more comfortable going into the year. This is his 3rd spring. He's a lot more comfortable. I know he's not live right now, but he's taking a lot of mental reps. He's scrappy, he's feisty, and I feel that he's in a room to where he's going to consistently be pushed athletically. He's not the outlier in that room anymore from an athletic standpoint. There's other capable guys that can do some really cool things.
What do you think is the most important thing for the young guys to learn about your scheme in their first camp, just to understand?
Yeah, I mean, it's an NFL scheme. It's a lot of tools in the toolbox, if you will. Competence. A guy that's able to show competence in our scheme for a 14-play drive is really the goal. It's easy to go out there for 3 plays and execute, but when stuff happens and drives get extended to 13, 14, 15 plays, that's where a lot of those mental errors come up when you have a young guy out there. So just them continue to further their competence in the scheme. No matter what Coach Ward calls, they'll be able to execute. I think that's the #1 goal for freshmen to be able to play for us.
Thanks, Coach.
Awesome. Thanks,
Appreciate you.